You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI to do something, and what you get back is, well, it's just not helpful. It's a super common frustration. But what if the problem isn't the AI? What if it's all about how we're talking to it? Today, we're going to explore a new way to build a better conversation with AI, piece by piece. So, does this look familiar? You've got this brilliant idea in your head, you type a quick request into your favorite AI tool, and you get a generic, bland, or just plain useless response. It can totally feel like the AI just isn't listening, right? But honestly, the quality of the answer you get is almost always tied directly to the quality of the question you ask. I mean, just look at this. A vague request like, write a story. The poor AI has no clue what you want. It's kind of like telling a chef to just cook food. But check out the difference when we add a few key details. A genre, a word count, a setting, an audience. All of a sudden, the AI has a real recipe to follow. And this right here, this illustrates the core principle. Specificity is everything. So, how do we get from vague to great every single time? Well, the key is to shift your mindset. You got to stop thinking of it as just asking a simple question and start treating it like a craft. So, welcome to what we're calling the prompting workbench. And this is where this idea of JengaPrompts comes into play. Think about it. Building a prompt is a lot like a game of Jenga. Every piece of information, the tone, the audience, the format, is a block. A tool like this basically acts as your workbench, helping you carefully select and stack those blocks to build a tall, stable tower of instructions that won't just collapse into a useless mess. And why even bother with this approach? Well, for starters, it saves a ton of time you'd otherwise waste rewriting and retrying prompts. It gets rid of all the confusion by making your request crystal clear. And you know, what's interesting is that having this structure can actually boost your creativity. And the best part? This isn't just for writing stories. It works for coding, for research, pretty much anything you can dream up. So what's actually on this workbench? Well, think of prompt templates as your blueprints to get started. Refinement tools are your sanders and polishers for getting all those little details just right. The library is your tool chest where you can store your best prompts for later. And categories act as your organizing bins to keep all your projects tidy. It's really a complete workshop for building way better prompts. All right, enough theory. Let's actually head over to the workbench and build something. We're going to walk through two really quick examples step by step. Okay, let's start with a writing task. Our basic idea is write a blog intro about coffee culture in Nairobi. That's a pretty decent starting block, but to make it stronger, we'll refine it by adding an audience for young professionals. See what just happened? We've told the AI exactly who to talk to. So now the final prompt is specific, it's targeted, and it gives the AI all the clues it needs to deliver something truly great. And this works just as well for more technical stuff. If you start with explain Python loops, you're probably going to get a generic textbook answer. But let's add one crucial detail. Who is this for? By specifying for a high school student, we've instantly changed the tone and the complexity needed. The final prompt is no longer just a query. It's a focused, actionable request for an explanation that's actually helpful. Okay, so you've built your first few projects, you can see how the whole process works. Now let's talk about the rules of the workshop. You know, the things that separate an apprentice from a true master craftsman. You know, the path to mastery really just follows a few simple rules. On one side, the best practices are what you'd expect. Be specific, give plenty of context, test out different variations, and this is a big one, save what works. On the other side, the common mistakes are super easy to avoid. Being way too vague, totally forgetting your audience, or trying to cram way too many instructions into a single prompt. Okay, before you leave the workshop, let's pack your toolbox. Here is a super quick reference guide with all the key takeaways. First off, let's make sure we're all speaking the same language. A prompt is simply your instruction. Prompt engineering is the craft of making that instruction better. A template is your starting structure. Context is all that background info that guides the AI, and the output is just its response. See? Easy.
And here are 4 quick habits to pin to your workbench. Number 1. Start simple, then layer in the detail. 2. Use strong action verbs like write, summarize, or compare. 3. Always think about the style or tone you want. Is it formal, playful, step by step? And 4. The ultimate time saver. When a prompt works, for goodness sakes, save it.
Now you might be thinking, this all sounds a little technical. Do I need to know how to code to do this? And the answer to that is a clear and definitive no. This is not about programming. It's about clear, thoughtful communication. It's a skill that absolutely anyone can develop.
So here's the big takeaway. Crafting great prompts isn't some kind of dark art. It's a learnable skill. And now you have the tools, you've got the blueprints, and you have the workbench. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first?